Hello friends, I am Dr. Vaishali Dabhade from JSPM's Bhurabai Sawant Polytechnic Wagholi. Today we will perform experiment number 3, that is identify any 3 faults by voltage analysis method for hi-fi audio amplifier. This is the third experiment of consumer electronics subject. This experiment is to be performed using the hi-fi amplifier kit. So the equipment required for this experiment are the FM radio receiver kit, through which we will be giving input to this hi-fi amplifier. Then we have here the hi-fi amplifier kit using IC TBA810 and multimeter. So first we'll see what is a hi-fi amplifier. When we say a hi-fi amplifier, it means a high fidelity amplifier which gives a high quality sound at its output. So we can test this using the FM radio receiver kit. First we'll see the quality of the sound. So here we can see this is the sound using only the FM receiver. When this is given as the input to the hi-fi amplifier, we can see that we get the enhancement in sound quality when we are using hi-fi audio amplifier. So this is the IC TBA810 amplifier, which is a 6 watt amplifier. That means the output power is 6 watts. In the last experiment we have seen that the output voltage is 25 volts for this amplifier. So it is a 12-pin IC where we are applying the input at pin number 8 and 9. Here we have the fault switches through which we can give the fault. Here we can see that when we keep this switch at the left side, it is at normal position, and when we are giving a fault, then the switch is to be moved towards the right side. So here in this experiment we will see the effect of the addition of fault in the hi-fi amplifier. So we have here the observation table where we will note down the voltage at faulty point. So here we can see the columns in the observation table, serial number, then test points, then we have the faulty stage, standard voltage and the observed voltage. So we will start here with the experiment. Here we can see this is the normal sound. Then we will see what happens when fault 1 is applied. So when fault 1 is applied, here we have seen that we don't get any sound. So we will see the voltage first. At the output, first we will see with the normal. So the voltage value when the switch is at normal is 24 volt, and when the fault 1 is given, here we can see that there is no output. Same way we can see that the voltage at pin 6 It also drops down when fault is given. Without fault, it is nearly 1.28 volt, and when fault is given, then we can see that as there is no output, there is a drop in voltage and the voltage nearly becomes 0. So here we can see that at pin number 6, this will be our first observation, that is when applied fault 1. At pin 6 we can see that the voltage measured at C2R1, that is stage C2R1, standard voltage it was nearly 1.28 volt and observed voltage is nearly 0 volt. So here we can say the observation that no output. That means we get no output when fault 1 is applied. Then we'll see after application of fault 2.
Supposed to do, we're committed to do professionally, personally, doing our job. But that vacuum, I think nothing is possibly going to fill it, and we have to hang on with the music that she has left us.
So this is the normal sound.
For us to hear, and
Then we will be applying fault 3, where we'll get a very high rise in sound.
we should celebrate our life. The legacy that she has left behind. For all of us to benefit from, I think even though she's physically not around anymore, anyone is going to start take to music or want to be a singer, even 50 years from
So when fault 3 is given, there is a sudden very high distortion,
that is where you start from.
and this increases the volume
That's your basic.
to a very high level.
I feel
So first we'll see the normal voltage at C8, that is with,
and the next generations are going to keep
so we can see that at pin number
learning, keep
12, that is at capacitor
her like a fan light.
C8, here we get the voltage as 6 volt. So at pin number 12, faulty stage is capacitor C8, where the standard voltage we have measured is 6 volt. And we'll see the observed voltage after giving fault 3.
तुझे कैसे बताऊं
So here we have seen that when fault 3 is given, the voltage drops down. It is nearly, it comes out to be 4.42 volt. Then we can see for fault number 4. So here this is the normal sound, and when fault 4 is given, we get again no output. So as we get no output, that means we can say that there is problem in the loudspeaker, and the remedy can be that speaker have to be replaced. So in this way we have seen here the third experiment of consumer electronics subject, where we have seen the effect of adding fault in a hi-fi amplifier. Thank you.